Hello and welcome to this NetSurian Q&A session. Today's question: what is the difference between log management and SIEM, which is known as SIEM? Well, first of all, what is log management? It is the collection and storage of log data from assets in your environment, in your network, to a central repository. Obviously, this can be very useful to troubleshoot operational issues. What happened on server 3 yesterday at 2 o'clock? What was John doing on workstation 5 over the weekend? These kinds of questions can be answered via a raw log search, provided, of course, you have the questions. The answers are in there. Not surprisingly, this kind of effort is very useful to satisfy basic regulatory compliance. All of the PCI DSS, GDPR, HIPAA standards all specify that a foundation for compliance is the collection and storage of log data. What are the challenges, though, associated with it? Well, first of all, there is the variability. This is the Tower of Babel problem. Every log source tends to speak in its own format, in its own style, and then you have a multiplicity of formats. Coordinating them and normalizing them is problematic for log management solutions. Second is log data is ridiculously voluminous, very high volume. And so scaling becomes a challenge, particularly with very large data sets. Last but not the least, did you notice that it was largely a manual effort? You needed to have the questions to ask in order to get the answers, and then you needed to go through with that process. So those are the challenges of log management. In contrast, then, what is SIEM? Well, first of all, it stands for Security Information and Event Management. And make no mistake, the foundation for SIEM is the aforementioned log management. But in addition to just simply receiving and storing logs at a central location, SIEM also includes security information management and security event management. Event is something that has occurred in your network that might be of interest to you. This combination of SIEM and SEM is generally known as SIEM or SIEM. And of course, no fun in getting these kinds of events if you don't actually correlate them. What came first? What was the result of all of these things? So as you can see, SIEM is heavily focused on the security use case, and its primary mission is beyond just the collection of logs, is to act as an early warning system as to problems that might exist inside your network. And so SIEM provides you visibility. There are a number of dashboards typically that let you see at a glance what's going on a per device or on a per class of device basis. It provides you consolidation. From all across the network, logs are being received and then sifted automatically for security problems. It offers you indexing and organization. Instead of struggling with the Tower of Babel problem, there can be an indexing model at the back that normalizes these logs and so therefore makes them all look similar. SIEM provides correlation above and beyond just merely collecting logs. You get to see what is the effect if this followed by that this many times within this many seconds, then this is a problem. And then having detected problems, instead of just merely collecting and storing logs, alerting in some fashion, maybe via email, maybe by opening a ticket, maybe by doing a pager in the old days. These kinds of features exist in SIEM. Prioritization, recognizing that not all problems are the same and being able to assign levels of severity, therefore making sure that you're woken up at 2 o'clock in the morning only for a actually useful event. And then last but not the least, reporting. All sorts of different kinds of reports, not only for regulatory compliance, but for the security use case. So as you can see, SIEM and log management, even though they're built on the same foundation, are very different indeed. Are you looking for security functions? Well, in that case, SIEM is probably your go-to. Hope this was useful.